Hello, my name is Francis Wheeler. I'm presenting a project called Talk to Mr. Man. First, I'd like to thank Léo Brenman and Thierry Marchandise for their help with the project, and Vincent Belfour for help getting started using his tutorial. The concept of the project is to give doctors a direct contact with patients released from hospital. In the context of a pandemic, they can't address patients individually, but they can send messages out to different categories of people. For example, to people who forgot to fill in their daily progress report, telling whether they're getting better and to improve the understanding of the virus. The doctors can use their existing tools, the one they know how to use, their heritage infrastructure in a way, to send out text or audio messages that patients will receive directly on their phones. Because no one wants to start using new tools in times of stress and overwork. Also, to make things simple, I'm suggesting we use Mr. Man cartoon characters to represent the population categories. For example, Mr. Forgetful would represent all the people who forgot to fill in their daily progress report. Here's an example of what the progress report for patients might look like. That's slightly outside the scope of the current project. By the way, the idea of the project was inspired by a real application that was used in China. Now back to our doctor's application. In this project, we implemented a Slack version, but here's a suggestion for a Microsoft Teams version. The doctor can type a text message or record an audio phone call that gets sent automatically to all the people concerned. For the architecture, I'm using Integration Builder to connect different tools. For doctors to record their messages, we use Slack with an add-on called Voice Message for recording the audio. To store the audio files so they can be shared, Amazon S3. To send text and audio messages, Twilio. And we needed a custom API to handle the audio call. Now onto the demo. Here I'm opening the Slack application. This is for Slack users, so they're supposed to be familiar with the interface. Now I'm Chief Doctor and I'm reminding people who forgot to fill in their daily report. Good morning. This is Dr. Wheeler from Boulogne Clinic, where you stayed recently. How are you doing since you left hospital? We really need to know because we want to be sure you're getting better. We also need to know because we need to understand the virus better so we can cure everybody. So do fill in your daily report. It will help us to help you. Now I'm opening the main Flow Integration Builder with my custom navigation panel. This is the fun bit. It's a bit like a roulette in a casino. You're never quite sure of what's going to happen. By the way, this may be the very first audio phone call made using Axway Amplify, because the relevant connector didn't have the capability, at least within Integration Builder. Leo helped by setting up a custom API, so this could well be history in the making.
You have a trial account. You can remove this message at any time by upgrading to a full account. Press any key to execute your code.
Good morning. This is Dr. Wheeler from Boulogne Clinic, where you stayed recently. How are you doing since you left hospital? We really need to know because we want to be sure you're getting better. We also need to know because we need to understand the virus better. The doctor's human presence and relationship with the patient is an important part of healing. The whole point here is to use technology to maintain and prolong that presence, despite the lack of time and overload. In the project, getting the phone call to work was harder than expected, but that was really important to achieving the desired goal. I learned a lot by doing this hackathon. If there's a debate about how the interface is organized, I'd love to take part in it. I'm also thinking of contributing towards the tutorial material to help others learn more easily.